Leighton finally came out to her father in episode 8, which at first felt awkward. However, her father later admitted that not knowing this about his daughter had devastated him. Leighton and Tatum shared a kiss towards the end of the 8th episode, but Tatum later received a text wanting to meet up. Leighton brings up Alicia texting her while she was with Tatum in episode 9, while the girls are eating breakfast together, and she asks for advice from everyone. Leighton never seeks their dating-related counsel, which surprises the entire table. Kimberly advises her to talk to Tatum and find out how she feels. A short while later, Andrew approaches the table and announces that he and Whitney will be going out later. She was astonished, but agreed to the date. We learn that the Economic Young Entrepreneur Award is to be given to Kanan. He needs to leave, according to Kimberly, who is overjoyed for him. Leighton talks to Tatum about Alicia as they practice yoga. Bella then makes the announcement that the Foxy will be featured in an article in the Essex View. Even though not for the proper reasons, everyone is ecstatic. Bella emphasizes to them the significance of this and the necessity of dressing to impress. It feels awkward as we continue on to supper with Andrew and Whitney. Whitney is advised not to order a salad by Andrew after he mentions Yelp and places an immediate order. This is because the reviewer claimed the croutons were subpar. Whitney advises him to calm down a bit, and he replies that he is, before sending back his water for smelling. We seem to be going in the direction of Andrew not being a good candidate for a boyfriend. Kanan asks Kimberly to accompany him to the major awards ceremony at the coffee shop. Leighton then shows up to see Alicia, who invited her for unpaid manual labor. We know there is more to that. The organization announces hosting a charity event to earn money as they prepare the packages for individuals in need. Alicia is surprised when Leighton asks if she can have a visitor, but she declares that she is eager to meet her new girl. Bella explains to the Essex View's writer how they are attempting to stand out in a field where males predominate. She infers that the Foxy is attempting to demonstrate that women are capable of being amusing and even funnier than men. When Whitney and Abadi are discussing how awful the date was, they happen to run into Andrew on the basketball court. When Andrew sees her, he tells her they should go on another date because they had so much fun the first time. Whitney deviates from the topic by suggesting that they play basketball together. They continue to enjoy themselves greatly on the court. We learn about Kanan's amazing work behind the scenes with a charity startup that is helping to defray the expense of Alzheimer's treatments at the award banquet. Kimberly is taken aback that it was him. The party with Leighton and her old friends isn't fun for Tatum. They encounter Alicia, whom Tatum knocks over. The journalist then shows Bella the article he wrote for the Essex View, but it just includes her, and she fears it will offend everyone else. She advises keeping it as is, which is certain to enrage everyone. After the award ceremony, Kanan and Kimberly are dancing. He responds that discussions about sick parents are rarely brought up in casual conversation when she questions him about why he never mentioned his mother. He says that because his mother had always supported him, it was now his responsibility to do the same. They spend a brief moment together. Tatum is back at the party and ready to go when Leighton mentions placing a bid on something. Tatum then criticizes the items that are being put up for auction. Unfortunately, someone overheard her, and Leighton ended up placing an absurdly high bid on it. As Tatum and Leighton quarrel over her criticism of the celebration, Alicia is off in the distance. Finally, Leighton suggests that perhaps dating her helped her recognize that the traits they share are the ones she wants to improve. Who would have imagined that the two of them would wind up dating? Andrew says to Whitney in bed. While he turns Whitney around to cuddle her, she gets a perplexed expression on her face. Kanan then expressed his gratitude to Kimberly for joining him tonight. Kanan runs into Whitney as he makes his way home after saying goodbye to Kimberly. He responds thank you after she expresses her pride in him. As the episode comes to a close, Kimberly is shown walking through the dorm hallways grinning after her romantic night with Kanan. I think we should break up, she adds as she knocks on Jackson's door before entering her dorm. A bunch of women cheer and clap as they beat on the woman's dorm room at the beginning of episode 10. Leighton has been chosen as the Kappa social chair for the upcoming year, and when they open the door, we find out why. She is thrilled about the opportunity, which includes one of the greatest rooms in the house. She looks like she's moving. Whitney pauses and says, I think so. The women appear a little perplexed. It's time for everyone to begin completing the dorm information for the upcoming academic year. Naturally, the adjustment with our ladies will be fascinating given Layton's relocation. First, Kimberly responds in the affirmative when Whitney asks if she still wants to share a room with her. The ladies adore it when Bella bursts in to flash her off in the Essex view. Bella tells Kimberly that she intends to live off campus the following year as she forces her to distribute copies of the magazine to everyone. When Layton arrives, Alicia informs her that they have slashed their funding for the upcoming semester in half. Kimberly then shares with Leela her feelings for Kanan. She admits that it might break their friendship forever, and she's not sure whether Kimberly is her type. Finally, Whitney informs Willow that she is formally pursuing a career in biochemistry and biopsychology. Whitney and Andrew quip that Willow is trying to break up with her boyfriend because she is enrolled in the same classes as him. Willow makes the same joke. Bella shows up at the Foxy meets up with the group of people who are dissatisfied with the magazine's outcome. Bella tries to act as though she is unaware, which invites questioning and even the suggestion that they may have shown it to her before publication. Once on a high, the person is now depressed. Henry, Layton's father, shows in wearing a proud gay dad shirt, which she finds funny because it makes him appear to be gay. The excitement of accompanying her to the Kappa party tonight is expressed by the mother of the girl. Then Kanan spilled oat milk on himself, stripped off his shirt, and Kimberly briefly went Google-eyed. When she declined his invitation to the party, he said that she should get in touch with him if she changed her mind. While on the way to class, Andrew jumps Whitney and scares her. We learn that Andrew is about to give a presentation, but Whitney seems to have something to say to him. He asks her to say it now because otherwise, he won't be able to stop thinking about it. So, when she ultimately ends their relationship, he handles it well on the outside, but you can tell he is wounded. Andrew blows it in the classroom during the group presentation by sobbing uncontrollably. Kimberly informs Zoe at Sips that she was unable to accompany Kanan to the banquet. Zoe, however, had no idea what she was referring to. Seeing this as a sign, Kimberly seeks out Leela and asks her if she wants to attend the party tonight. Leela won't ever decline an invitation to a party. I really enjoy the supporting cast members on this program. The four leading females are the focus of the play, but Leela-like characters are essential to the success of this show. Bella meets with a fresh prospect named Georgia, whom she regrets telling that the Foxy is not for her because her writing was terrible. Layton tells her mother that she might no longer want this at the Zappa party. She didn't want to disappoint her mother, but she was told by her that she was under no obligation to join Kappa. She also receives the wise counsel that we could all need hearing. Life is too short to waste on things that don't make you happy. The struggle each of us has with not wanting to let our parents down is another compelling aspect of this show. Even while not all parents may respond the same way as Layton's, it's good to witness that acceptance on television. The ladies are having a good time at the final pregame of their first year. While everyone is happy, Bella learns that the girl she had earlier shut down has canceled her on social media. The women said that because she has only 40 followers, no one would notice. We know better. Men in the room are discussed by Whitney and Willow, but none seem to be her type. Then, a little while later, Kanan descends the steps, drawing Whitney's attention. Could a three-way conflict over Kanan be on the horizon? Then, we witness Kimberly and Kanan having a quick momentary kiss. It's hilarious how awkward Kimberly has always been in romantic situations. Layton was asked how Kappa was doing by Alicia when she came at the gathering. Alicia is shocked when she tells her she's leaving, but she explains that she wants to spend more time on important matters. Layton then gave Alicia a $30,000 check from her mother, who was planning to give it to Kappa but advised her that Alicia would benefit more from it. Alicia then kisses Layton directly. She apologizes but insists that she is all right after splitting with Tatum before grabbing her for another kiss. Kanan is about to leave the party when Kimberly notices him and stops him to find out where he is heading. She declines his invitation after he says he's going to another party and points out Whitney. But after a few periods of contemplation, she gets up and walks after him. After that, Bella is confronted by the women of the Foxy about the article and tweet, knowing that she lied to them. She was so let go from the Foxy. To find out if Leela has seen Kanan, Whitney locates Leela. She informed her that he had departed just a short while before. Whitney departs the gathering to look for him. However, Kimberly locates him first and confronts him with the banquet invitation. She gives him a kiss after he admits lying. Naturally, Whitney approaches, sees the passionate kiss, and becomes unhappy. The following morning during breakfast, Leighton makes Alicia her new boyfriend. She claims to be overjoyed about it. Kimberly understands that they could all live together once more since Bella won't be leaving campus and Leighton won't be joining Kappa. The first person to come up and admit they are upset is Leighton. Bella then replies with a yes, but she is still processing what has happened. Finally, when Whitney inquires about Kimberly's night, she responds, "No, not really." As a result, Whitney approaches Kappa to request the room that Leighton declined. Bella describes in detail the terrible year she has had during a conference. She then enumerates all that took place before summarizing her desired transfer. Overall, the season finale featured both the expected and unexpected events that left room for Season 3.